I think before I press start the video, I should have blew my nose. Damn, I got that video out there already. All right. So the title of this video is, what did I write? Is that the bottom? Dead cat bounce, something like that. So we're about to find out. I haven't been looking at the markets all day, believe it or not. Just kind of glancing to kind of see what things is going on. And one of the things that's bothered me, because I wound up buying Google yesterday, and I should have bought Amazon because I was like, Google, Amazon, Google, Amazon. Thought Amazon had a little bit more to fall, and maybe it did. But Amazon is ripping today, and Google's not, man. It's making me like, man, oh, I keep fucking with these lame stocks. Anyway, so here we are. I'm making this video. It's 9/9. What is that? Wednesday, 104. So you could just see what's up when I'm making a video. NASDAQ on fire. But we still down about 6.5% or so. And the VIX, man, it's down 8% below. It shoots below 28 even, up to 29. So let's go ahead and before we do that, let's go to the heat map. Let's see if we got bright greens all over the place. And for the most part, we do. Look at the big tech, the big market cap tech, Microsoft. I mean, look, this is the shit I'm in. Both of these, actually. And look at Amazon. I knew it. I knew it. And that is actually bothering me because I wanted to play the rebound. And I thought, now I know these other stocks would rip like that, but I thought this would be just a little bit behind, not 4% behind. Come on, man. On the day, the averages is shoot. What did I say it was up? Pull up another tab here. Yeah, the Q's is up. The Nasdaq is up 3%. And I know I'm using CNBC. I'll get to my Thinkorswim in a minute. And the Q's is up, 3.6. And my stock is up 1.82. So I, believe it or not, I might sell it. I might just sell it at the end of the day. But then I can't get into these because, look, they already left the station. Thought about even Visa. I mean, everything that I thought about buying for a snapback. And the reason why I bought Google is, well, Amazon's way expensive, right? I don't think I could have got the right. It's just expensive on them options, So Google's options are not that expensive. They're still expensive, but they're not like Amazon's, And I was looking at Leaps and it's crazy. So we see, oh, look at it. It's trying to make a run. Maybe the catch up trade is coming. I'm looking at the minute chart right here. Let me see if Amazon did that spike. They probably all did that late day spike. I don't know. Maybe the catch up trade's coming because I'm like, what the hell's going on? Remember Google came down from 1,700. I mean, it came down big, but you act like you don't even want to participate. Anyway, let me pull up my chat. Don't even have it up. Where is the chat window? I guess I should have been more prepared. Did I close it out? Is it right here? Okay, here we go. Hey, babes. I tweeted you out. Thanks. Appreciate it with the tags. All right. Let's see. Okay, here we go. You can see what I'm up for the day. It's nice, but I lost a lot more than that. But I'll take it. Maybe this is the beginning of the quick correction. Now that correction, they say, is the biggest correction. Correction meaning getting the 10% down from the highs in Nasdaq history. That's incredible. I mean, that's even steeper than the sickness crash in March. So it's like, wow, okay. It's pretty steep. I mean, if you think about it, wow, look at all of a sudden. What did they talk about something? American Wealth files for 644 million IPO. All of a sudden this thing is trying to catch up. Where we at? It's up 2.15%. It was just 1.8 So I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so yeah, I'm happy about that. Kenny, is Tesla? Is this? You know what? I didn't even pull it up to. I have no idea what Tesla is doing. Remember, I just it's up 7%. It's a start. It was down 21% yesterday. So doing a Fibonacci retracement just from yesterday, in my head, 50%, it means it could come back 10% for the most part, and it could still be on the downtrend. So basically, it's still on the downtrend, but we don't know yet. It's too easy to tell. It's too early to tell. You see what I drew yesterday? I drew this shaded box saying it's right there. It's right there at support. And I said, if you wanted to buy, you could maybe nibble here. Maybe we get to the bottom, and then that will be the better part to nibble on. But I said you could start to nibble here because we got some support coming in. So we did do a little bounce. We're up better than the averages, better than Google. So, I mean, it's a start. I think it's still a little too early to tell, man. Look at these crossovers that just crossing over. It could just be a bounce. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. This is the 4-hour chart. Let me bring it down to something like the 15-minute. Yeah, see that? It's even, this little 7% pop, it's almost unnoticeable. But you can see these averages finally flattened out a little bit, but they're not pointing up yet. And they barely, you got the blue on top of the purple, the short on top of the long. But volume is a little light. So I don't know. Too early to tell, but if you're in it, that's cool. Just be careful because like for all of this market gain, it could be, shoot, at the end of the day, this thing could tank and give up half the gains. We wake up tomorrow and we're down, and the futures are down, 200-300, and so you just never know. Generally, we are so used to these vicious pullbacks, and I think we starting to get used to the straight down nonstop. But generally, a normal pullback, you have the little bounces, right? The little, you stair step kind of down. You don't just fall. But that's the new shit now. You just fall. Now we getting so used to that. But yeah, it's still a little too early to tell, man. That's my take on Tesla. You said Texas. Oh, I don't think oil. I don't think we should move to oil. Tech is not over. It just got overbought. Excuse me. You know what I mean? These stocks like Amazon, they're kicking ass. DocuSign, you saw it in the earnings. They kicking ass. And all the others. Peloton, we're about to find out later in this week, and I bet you they put kicking ass as well. I'm not saying that they're gonna blow on earnings because it's so expensive that even like DocuSign was a great earnings report and the thing still tanked. You know what I mean? But the stock's kicking ass for this environment, so you gotta respect that. It's like the new economy, the stay-home economy, and some stocks are lined up right with it. Microsoft, with the cloud and all of that. What's the Zoom? Zoom was down big, but Zoom is kicking ass as well. What are we up? 11%. This is probably actually not a bad entry. If you're into that, you know what I mean? This is the new shit, so I don't think it's over at all. Oil, you just had a deal. What was that? Nikola and GM, with the electric cars. This is the new way. It's early still, but oil's been downtrending for years. There's no way it's going to be a snapback. You know how I knew it was over for oil? How do I bring up some oil? USO? Oh, I could do /CL, right? That's the futures. Let's see if I could remember story time. I don't track. Oh, did I crash? Oh. Let's do month. For the most part, let's say from here, right? It was kind of came down. Remember that? It came up here. This was when we was playing $5 gas. And they was talking about $500 oil. And then that when they start getting those insane targets, it's over. Then down here, right? Then we snap back. But this thing has been in a downtrend since 2014, and you think it's going to come back now? No, you're going to have some little bounces up and down, up and down. I mean, we just went negative $30 a couple of months ago. You know, so that's my opinion on oil. We had, remember overseas, what was it, about I don't know, 4 months ago or something like that? And was it Iraq? And I'm not sure if I got the country right. I think it was Iraq. And something blew up. Some major oil reserves somewhere out there in Saudis, Iraq, that side of the world, Southwest Asia. It blew up, and it's like, and the oil market spiked like 8%. And then the next day all you got was like an 8% spike, 8 to 10%, I think. And the next day it was done. It was over. And that's when I knew, in my opinion, that is over for oil. If that couldn't ignite oil, then what will? Half the damn oil reserves blew up, and it just didn't do it. So I was like, yeah, it's over for oil. So that's my opinion about that. You're gonna have if you're just playing the dead cat bounces, and that's fine if you're trading, But looking at this right now, by the way, it looks like it wants to roll over again. So just a heads up. So you got the stochastic crossing and that, Even though we are up 4% today. Now I don't know what's bringing it up, but remember I'm looking at long-term trends. I'm going way back to 2009 here, but from June 1st, 2014, this thing has been in a downtrend. So that's my opinion on that. You said you do think a few of them will double. Now, that's I tell you the truth. All right, be honest with you. What was Exxon? I've been kind of eyeing this thing. I mean, look at this thing. You don't think one of the days that Exxon or Chevron, well, first of all, when they decide they're not paying the dividend and they're going to stop that 9% yield, they said they're going to pay it. Well, when they cut it, don't you know it's going to go lower, right? It's going to, like, people are in this for that dividend, and it's going to go a lot lower. And then maybe they might have to start looking at bankruptcy, and it's, so, I mean, look at that. This thing was the leader. This thing used to be in the Dow. No. But I've been actually looking at this maybe for a bounce and for that yield, because they said they're not going to cut it, but I don't believe them. I mean, I don't know. I just thought maybe I could play a bounce, have a little oil. I mean, it could be way over. So, I mean, oil's going to be out for a while. So I get your point. I mean, it ain't going nowhere tomorrow, but the future, I think it is going somewhere down. But look, man, look at the sun. Look at them wicks, man. This thing can't catch a break. Anyway, you said you think a few of them will double by 1/1/22. You talking about some SNSS ruin your life with that reverse split. Now reverse splits are bearish. You need to, when you get those short, just like we had Tesla and Apple with the regular split, and they ran up to 10% or so, and that shouldn't happen. It's just the phenomena of the split. Well, a reverse split is opposite. So when they reverse split, what, you got two shares and you get one and they double the price, however it works. That's bearish. They got to split it just to keep the stock price legitimate, and it's just going to keep going down. So that's generally a sign to short. I don't short, but it's bearish. A reverse split's a bearish. Regular splits, bullish. You've seen it with Apple and Tesla. Reverse splits, bearish. And you've seen that with SNSS. I don't even know what this is. But we can use this. We'll pretend this is oil. But you see how that kind of, when you see stocks like that, they just don't come back. In my experience, it's very few of them they're just done. They out for the count, quick trades, quick trade for a day, two, an hour, a minute, and get in, get out. But they definitely not buying holds. See where your money's going to go, just away out of your account. 1,500 shares. Damn, that's crazy. 150. Yeah, but then yeah, exactly. I don't know anything about this, but I imagine you said turned to 100 and then dropped as fuck. thinking you said. I'm just guessing once it reverse split, the shorts hit it. You know, here was the split, right? It says 1 to 10. So 130, 145. Anyway, and that's another thing. I don't play these pennies, man. To me, this is a penny stock. To me, I almost consider anything under $10 a penny stock. But this is a penny stock. I don't play these. These things. Nah. Let's go to you wanna increase your trading. You wanna start being profitable. Trade stocks in the S&P 500. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your game. It's gonna change it. And think more investing as well, not necessarily trading. I'm not trading, and I'm up 33,000 for that day. I sold a couple of things, but this is the same portfolio. If you go back in my videos, I had forever. I'm not even trading, So think about that. I like trading. I like holding on to positions, and these positions are leaps that I got. Expire 700 days from now. I mean, that's my style. It's the way I trade. Everybody's different. You got to find your way, but my way works, and I'm not messing with pennies, and I'm not sitting here going crazy with all that, what's hot, what's not, and all that stuff and reports and yeah. Anyway, just my tip. What works for me though? It's the tip that works for me, and I get it. Everybody's got their own style, but you do mass pennies and sell calls. I agree with you with selling calls. I sell call spreads though. I never go naked on any calls. So what's up? Let's talk about what else? We could talk about my stocks. Peloton. Oh damn, I'm up 1,400 today with 1,100. So if you remember, I had 4 calls. I had 10 calls. And I sold 6 of these 95s. I got rid of the 6. And, basically I'm in an all call position. Straight up calls, the 90s. It reports earnings. When is it? And I'm so nervous about it. I don't know if I think I'm going to hold through it. The 11th. No, wait a minute. That's not earnings. Oh, wait a minute. Fuck. I'm looking at the wrong stock. I'm looking at this. I'm like, what? Here we go. All right. The 10th. It reports earnings tomorrow after the bell. Could be a big pop. Could be a big drop. No one knows. I tell you what, there was some weird activity in it. Start a couple days ago. Yesterday. Was it the day before yesterday? Yesterday was a little weird, huge pop. I couldn't find any news, even though the market was, in a free fall damn near. This thing was popping, and it wound up closing down. I think it was up as high as 12%, and it wound up closing down like 6%. I'm like, does somebody know something? You know what I'm saying? It's just interesting when you see things like that. And now it's up 3%. And that's only because it was up huge yesterday as well. It was up 6%. So it was up even higher earlier today. And that's when I got rid of those positions. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Greed's telling me to keep it. But common sense is saying, sell them shares. You made the $1,000. Where am I at? It says but for the open, I lost. I have to look at my actual stock ticker thing. Anyway, but yeah, something's telling me to hold it. I don't know. A lot of weird option activity. October 23rd. Huh? 10/23. What do you say? You say Macy's and Coca-Cola made me a little last week. Good. I'm not a fan of Macy's or anything retail. Even though I know the retail, what's the retail? XRT, I'm going to look at the ETF. And I know it's popping. I don't know why it's sitting up here at the high. Maybe is Amazon in this Amazon, Best Buy possibly. But I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not, because I just think you're gonna have Amazon, Costco, Amazon, Costco, your Home Depots and Lowe's, Target, and Walmart. That's retail. Period. I think we should make our own little basket, and that's it. Anything else that's not in that basket, I do not like. I think that's all that's gonna be forever and ever, and all the little guys are not gonna make it. Malls are gonna die. They already talking about bringing Amazon into some of the Sears, the old Sears or J.C. Penney's, as mini warehouses or whatever. And now you turn it into an industrial park where you're pulling in the mall or park to maybe go to Barnes and Noble or a Foot Locker or something, and there's tractor trailers pulling in there with you because they're getting ready to do a delivery in the old Sears building, and a bunch of Amazon vans zipping around. I don't know. It just doesn't seem mallish to me. It's just my opinion. I'm not saying, look, because it's working. That's been a great trade, this XRT. But it's right there. It's kind of double topping, getting a little resistance there. Let me pull up Macy's. Macy's is going out of business. I'm waiting for them. So we had Lord & Taylor, JCPenney, Sears, Neiman Marcus. They're going. They're not going to make it. They're just hanging on. So one day it's going to happen. See, this is a big old, look at what it's doing, down. You get like a year, 2 years of that, down, a year, 2 years, and then it's going to be another plunge down, and that's going to be, we got some debt, dude, that we ain't going to be able to afford, and we're going to consider Chapter 11, or whatever. Then you're going to have all the Robin Hooders buying up the stock when they go bankrupt, and so it'll go down to 80 cents, but then they'll get bid right up to $5 again, because they think they're going to get something out of it. But they're not. Kind of like hurts. I can't believe this thing still trades. It's coming back down. $1.42. It's getting. It's coming in. It's coming in. I seen somebody that was following that's into this Whiting Petroleum stock because it did a reverse split, like you was talking, Kenny, and it's bearish. And when it came out of bankruptcy, did a reverse split. Now they actually gave some shares to the shareholders. You had every 75 shares you had of the old company, you got one share of this. And this is, I don't think it's gonna make. You see, they sold that off real quick. And wait a minute, that's the hour. Let me go to the daily so you can see what's gonna happen. This is gonna drizzle down over time and be nothing. Oh man, you see a lot of weird option activity on 1020. I don't understand it. Never. Macy's is, I gotta disagree. Because Macy's is in the malls. Unless they can really turn that online business around, and I don't even go to. Who goes to Macy's.com? I don't even know what they do over there. But no other mall stores is making it. So why is Macy's gonna be any different? So Kohl's is even struggling. So I don't believe in any of those department stores. Look. I'm gonna tell you something, Kenny. We ain't even gonna think hard about this. Let's just see what the stock is telling us, because stock prices is truth. There you go, Kenny. That's what Macy's is doing. Why is that going to change? Why is that trend going to change? You know what its competition is? This. Okay? Amazon. Okay? Why is that trend going to change? So drop that Macy's and buy some of that. Buy what's going up. Fuck what's going down. It's simple. You're messing with little bounces down there. They're not going to turn around their business overnight and be giving Amazon some competition. It's just not going to happen. And you see the retail apocalypse that's happening with strip malls closing. You just see it. So why is Macy's going to be any different and come out of the gutter and all of a sudden giving Amazon a play? And they got a lot of debt as well, so it's going to catch up with them. Macy's here like Walmart. Okay, all right. Sears used to be, Sears and Roebuck. Sears used to be, you had the Craftsman tools, Yeah. Can't look at history. So I want to talk about I don't know what to talk about. I just need, hey, you guys come in, tell me what you're gonna talk about. So far, it's just me and Kenny. But and Kenny, I appreciate you being here. By the way, you're on Twitter, you're on Periscope. Yeah, I'm on YouTube as Dre Trades 2. If you could subscribe and hit the bell over there, I kind of do this stuff every day. And I'm no professional. I'm just a dude. I lost a shitload of money the last couple of days and trying to get some of it back. Shit, your truths are scaring me. I'm just saying what it is. I'm just saying what it is, man. I was a truck driver as well. Um, I'm still am a truck driver. I drove with Schneider over the road 3 years ago, and you drive through these towns that you're probably not used to. All you see is all you see is boarded up strip malls and malls half dead, and it's just terrible. There's no way they resurrecting the mall. That's a thing of the '80s. This is the new. Now we're growing up. You got the what is it called? Those little kids. The what's the um, millennials and they kids. All they do is right. This is a calculator, but pretend it's their phone, right? They just wanna, click, buy and click online. Everything is let's do it this way. Back in our day when malls was popping, we was going for the arcade. Remember we dropping the quarters and all that stuff. And I don't know how old you, but that's what I was doing. You know, it's all about arcades, and it was the place to be. I was like, mall sucks. So what's that mall REIT? Simon Properties, and I don't know how this thing is hanging in there. Gosh, I used to know this ticker like the back of my hand. SPG, Simon Property Group, and you can see this is the biggest REIT, Kenny. Let's pull up the monthly. This is the biggest REIT, which is a real estate investment trust. They own most of the malls in America. Let's just call it like that. And you could see what they stock is doing over the years. What did I say? 2014? Oh, this one's since 2016, straight down. Gosh, look at that. It's free falling, right? When did Amazon start getting popular around here? So I'm just saying, but you can see what's happening there. This is one huge bear flag right here, which basically says, I even drew it. I even got it drawn. See that yellow line? Maybe I can put it up on the weekly. See that yellow line here? And then here. The flag is going out a little long. Got to extend it here. But eventually those break to the downside. So you don't generally do like a U or something like that. So we'll see how these guys recover. They're trying to do new things with bringing industrial things. They're trying to repurpose these empty anchors, right? That's how the mall works, right? You have your anchor stores, your Sears, your JCPenney, your Macy's, your Dillard's, your Neiman Marcus's, right? Those are the anchors, and then between them is the little stores, right? And the anchors bring the people in to shop at the little stores, right? And it's a big party. But if the anchors are leaving because they're not making it, remember they're the anchors. How possibly can anyone make it? Foot Locker is the only one I think that could possibly make it, and they've been I think struggling because they sell Nike, and Nike's on fire. But Nike's doing direct to consumer now, so Foot Locker's kind of been in this downtrend as well. So I'm just trying to. It is scaring me there, Kenny. Born 87. I've been okay. But you was born 87, so when you was about 12, you was the 90s, 2000. Yeah, the malls were really popping in the 80s, though. When you was a baby. Little stores all died. Claire's is out of the mall. Yeah. Hey, babes. So I just don't have no. It's just we just sitting here watching it die. Oh, okay. So Simon Property Group, they finding a way to repurpose these stores because let's face it. Say you got an old Sears in your mall and your old J. Who the hell's gonna buy that? All of that space. Who's gonna say I'm gonna open up this and start this new retail business and go head to head with Amazon? Them things are just. Eventually a wrecking ball is gonna come in there and knock all that stuff down. But they found a way to possibly repurpose it, to the person that actually took out the mall, Amazon, and so they could be closer to home. They want to deliver the packages faster. I guess that's what they say. So I imagine maybe we pick up. Maybe they're gonna have a pickup. I don't know, but it's just gonna even seem weird. Trucks and Amazon vans driving around the mall area and all that stuff. So, I don't know. I don't like that plan, but they're just trying to, Simon Property Group, you saw the chart, they're just trying to do whatever the hell it takes to survive. Yeah, you want to buy this warehouse? Okay. Give me $10,000 a month, whatever they think, whatever the hell price is, because they just trying to survive. It's either that or nothing. So yeah, there's Foot Locker, and you can see Nike on fire, right? So you look at Foot Locker and Nike, which one you want to buy? You want to buy the one that's going up. That's it. It's simple. Like trading and investing is simple. If you bottom pick, if you try to pick falling knives, you try to catch falling knives, stocks that's going down, you're waiting for it to turn around, or your stock like the Exxon or one of the oils, and you're waiting for oil to make this big comeback. Why? I don't get it. There's so many stocks that's going up. I would rather you buy a Tesla. I mean, it came down 20% yesterday, but we all know it's going back up in the future. It ain't gonna go down here. Tesla is the future, and it's not just a car company. You see what GM did with Nikola. They're gonna got their little partnership and 10%. GM now owns 10% of Nikola, and they're gonna make the batteries for GM and all that stuff, right? I bet you, I'm willing to bet there's gonna be a big deal with Tesla, and I think Tesla already supplies some of the other people, but anyway. Tesla is still the leader. This is the new way. These guys are in the forefront of the new innovation, the new way a car is going to run. Cars are one of the oldest. It's weird, all this technology around us, and the car is still cars are still dinosaurs. Yeah, they got more gadgets on the dash, but they still the same gasoline 4-cylinder type power stroke whatever engine, intake, compression, power, exhaust. Ain't nothing changed. They took the carburetor out some years ago. Now you got fuel injections. But it's the same technology, and isn't that weird? It's never changed until now. It's changing. It's finally changing, and Tesla is in the lead, and I guess Nikola. We got to see what their car look like when they make one. Damn, it's down 12% today, so they're giving all that back. They're giving it back. All right, that's just my brain and how I think. You said Blink charges Tesla. I don't know what Blink is. Is this it? Blinks? I don't know what Blink is. Is that the little charge things at the Walmarts and stuff like that? Do you watch Banks? I don't know what Banks is. Oh, you mean the banks like the XLF, in Citi? And I've never been a fan of the banks. I just, I'm thinking long term. And to me, remember, I don't day trade. First of all, this looks like it wants to go lower. It looks like it wants to take another leg lower. This is the XLF. If interest rates are going to be zero for some time, and the Fed said it's going to be zero, they're not thinking about raising rates, and they trying to pump inflation. Why? How are these guys gonna make money? And I don't even know. I don't know. Credit cards, mortgages, damn near 0%. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think. I'm not a fan of the banks. I don't understand them like that. But I know interest rates. There's really no spread for them to make money. But you notice if you get a credit card from them, we know what interest rates are, and they still trying to charge you 10, 20%. So I'm thinking, okay, is it the credit cards? But look what's been happening since the year 2019, right? Well, actually, they was actually doing pretty good until the beginning of this year. But I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of the banks. Not at all. I'm just looking at the different charts. I mean, it had a nice run from 2008 up till 2020. I didn't realize I drew this line here, and it's funny. This is the amazing power of the double top, because you can see I got all these lines here. I look at them from time to time, and I drew the double top, and look how it amazingly, as soon as it hit up there, just came way back down. Isn't that amazing? The power of charting came down 44%, right? And took all that back, all that run it took back in like a couple of days. That was down near the market, and you see how a lot of the market recovered, right? You see the SPY, you know what the Nasdaq's gonna look like. This one is still getting to the halfway point, so I'm just not a fan of them. One day, when I don't know, you think we're gonna, I don't know, I just don't think I think we're gonna be negative interest rates in the future, so I just can't see us going back to the way it was. We're just behind. Remember all the countries with Spain? I don't even know the country. I think I'm trying to name them. But there's a lot of countries out there with the negative interest rates. We're just last. We're going to be last for that party. Oh, man. I don't know. And how could you make money in negative interest rate land? Ain't they supposed to give us money when we take loans? Don't they pay us to get a loan? So I don't know. Oh, man. ATM fees, yeah, but yeah, endless pennies. That's exactly what it is. And that's not enough to run them banks. The ATM fee. Matter of fact, I bank with one of the brokers, and I don't pay any fees. Man, they pay me. You get it, and there's a couple of you. And there's no restriction. I can go get a $5, go get $20, and they charge me $5. They pay me $5 back. I could do that every day for the month, and they'll pay it back to me every day. So that's what I use. What's the lower resistance? Support. I guess this line right here, right? So you got the major trend line. That's the major one. It's the monthly. It broke back when everything broke. And now it's hitting at the bottom of that trend line. So it's like the check back. You see I even got an arrow here. But generally, it checks back to where it broke down from, and then it gives it up, and then it will fill up that triangle there that I drew. Kind of come straight down to the bottom. Maybe here's some support as well. I kind of got, it could come to here again, but generally that's what happens, right? Just like a breakout as well. Like if it broke out here, yeah, like we could use is it DocuSign? Let's pull up DocuSign. No, Peloton, I think. Let's pull up the weekly. Let's pull up the daily. No, I'm not seeing it there. What's that stock? Anyway, generally you get a breakout and you get a check back. Generally, it's weird now because a lot of stocks didn't do that. The market's crazy. But generally, you'll break out and it'll come back to the breakout point and test it. It's like a test. And then that's the point you buy it at. There's a stock out here that's doing that perfectly. Is it Facebook, the stock that I'm in? I don't know which one it was. This one kind of did it. You know, right? You see the breakout, right? It broke out, and then see it came back to test. And that's what I look for. Sometimes I get on board early, but you know, if you miss the train, a lot of times it does come back to test. Now I know this market's been weird and these stocks have just been on fire and they go up 5-10% a day, but that's not normal. This is more normal, right? You get the breakout, come back to test. Even right here, look at this section right here. See, it broke out of here, broke out of that range, right? Came out. People's like, oh yeah, look, came back to test. And then it goes up, right? So you always get that test generally, you know. That's what to look for. So why was I even talking about that? Walmart should go up for the flu season. I have no idea. I was long a bunch of Walmart, and Walmart's getting ready to start that Walmart Plus. You see my little annotations. I recently got out of the positions when the market was coming down, because my positions, I had a lot more. Now I just got these. By the way, I sold my Lancadia, and I want to buy some from my long buy and hold portfolio. I just sold it today just to lighten up because of the conditions. So now I just got DraftKings, Peloton, and Facebook all doing. Look at this market. I was up 3,000. Now I'm up 2. I lost $1,000 just that fast. So the market must be churning somehow. Who's giving up the money? Look at Facebook. Yeah, just giving it up. Damn, it's like no gain. It's up $2. Let's see, Amazon, Google, Q's. Yeah, so there's a little selling going on starting at 1 o'clock. We'll see. It's like lunch hour. The volume is not really there, so it's not necessarily something to believe. Wait until towards the end of the day. But check out my Google real quick. And then let me pull up Tesla again, because you had asked me about that. Is it real? And I said, I don't know. It's down 6%. But yeah, it looks like there's some selling after lunch. I you know what? I like the casinos. I just don't have a trade on them. Now those I like. Coming out the gutter. But for the most part, look, they was on the uptrend. We can look at Wynn. For the most part, I just trade Wynn in Las Vegas Sands. I don't like Wynn there. I don't like it. And yeah, I know these are for the most part sideways, but especially Las Vegas Sands always paid an excellent dividend. They not paying it now because of the conditions, but yeah, I like the casinos. I remember back in was this the era? Look at that, they was just on fire. Picking up the gutter, I'm starting to like the cruise lines. I think, are they down today? They finally kind of, I think maybe you can nibble here. Look, it's kind of pulling out. Doesn't want to come out. Doesn't want to break out of that area. There's a lot of positive things going on in the economy. So maybe, I seen the movie theaters open. I mean, maybe they can survive, So I've been thinking about those, but still ugly charts for the most part. I mean, if you look at the monthly, that's a bear flag. It's waiting to break lower. I mean, if that broke hard lower, that means probably a lot of other stuff is wanting to do the same too. American Airlines, I think it's the week, same thing, right? It's not really coming out of there. Even though they had good flights, there's Delta looking a little better, right? Breaking out of there. And let's pull up Spirit. Let's pull up Southwest. And I like Southwest. So what did I pull up? Delta and Southwest looks like the two best airlines chart-wise that I would mess with. But yeah, could be something. Going to Las Vegas finished best, man. Okay, good luck, man. There's this YouTuber I follow that just came back from Vegas, and It was more people than I thought that was there, but at the same time, it was still dead. You know, there's a lot of rooms in Las Vegas that just not getting filled. And, they need to. I don't know. Vegas. I worry. It worries me. It worries me. I can't. I can't lie. But if it if we're gonna turn around and we start to get vaccinated slowly, I know everybody ain't gonna go out and get the first shot. I get it, but maybe there's hope. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like a hope trade. Oh man, baby. Okay, babes. Yeah, Kroger. I'm at on 4%. Oh, your battery's at 4%. All right, all right. And you talk about me telling me to charge mine at 5%. Chopper, I missed you. Finally, a tad bit. Right. Little selling going in the midday here, but hopefully it comes back. Yeah, hopefully we can hang on. If we give it up at the end of in the power hour there, that'll be so sad. It's like, oh man. So I had said I was gonna sell. I sold one position. I decided to hold on. I thought the rally was looking pretty strong. I'm liking the way the VIX is looking. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna not sell. Yeah, see how it just broke down out of there. And I had said that's about all we're going to get, remember? So that's why I didn't quite panic, but I was ready to. If today was a big down, I would have panicked. But since I'm like, all right, maybe this is the beginning. I'm going to hold on a little bit, see where we get. And so I don't know. Kenny was asking me, is it we going... Basically, is that it? I don't know. It's too early to tell. We got to string a couple of these days together, see what happens. Because, buying begets buying. We start buying now, and then more people buying, and they start to feel they miss it. And it's kind of like rolling a little snowball down a hill. It gets bigger and bigger. So the snowball has just started to roll down the hill. And can it get enough momentum to get bigger and go faster, so, or will it just fizzle out because it's not enough weight, too much snow? That's actually a pretty good example of what this is like. So let's see. I'm really focused on Google. Come on, boy, hang in there. Vegas was built by the mob. It's here to stay. Now that, I'll take your word for that. More than the Macy's. Okay? Yeah, I'll take your word with that one. But you know what? You got DraftKings pop. Basically, if it did go away, because, let's be real. You got to pay the rent. You got bills, big bills. You need people there to take their money. And you got all these fancy hotels, and you got to pay for that stuff. So if it could become impossible. Look what happened to Atlantic City. I haven't been there a while. Heard they all defunct. So it could move to an online thing, Everything is just going online. That's why you've seen Salesforce just with the crazy numbers. Let's see what that looks like now. It's the future. Look at that. That was a crazy pop. And the pullback actually wasn't that bad. Pullback was only 13%. But the thing, when it reported those earnings, it was up 45% or something. Oh, man. But everything is going online, and you got stocks like Salesforce that's handling all the behind the scenes to make that happen. Lancadia, the stock that I sold today, is online. It's a SPAC or whatever, I believe. And does the online dealers, the live dealers online, the video dealers or whatever. So you're able to gamble, and it's a real live person there, and he's spinning the wheel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I like that better than a machine or a computer. Supposedly they lead in kind of that front. So I like where that's going. I sold it today, but I'm interested. I'm interested in getting back in. Here's a good example of a breakout. Let me pull up the 4 hours. Oh no. Pull up the hour. See how it kind of broke out there and came right back, right? So now is a good buy point, and hopefully it takes off. It could happen almost instantly. It could happen after a couple days, a week, even a month, and comes back in generally. But yeah, check these guys out, man. Online, what do they call it? Video live dealers or something like that. Online video, whatever. So, yeah, the buildings could go away, and this could be the future. Nah, people can't be cooped up forever. I don't know necessarily saying we're gonna be cooped up. I just think that the buildings would be go somewhere else, but you can't be there because they didn't pay their bills and somebody boarded up the building. I don't know. I don't think it's all about being cooped up, but you got to remember. You seen this? Look. All right. Let's bring up Las Vegas. Let's bring up your stock, MGM. I think MGM owns most of the casinos in Vegas is MGM. And you can see for the most part, pull up a month. Let's get more data. Okay. For the most part, it's slightly up to, sideways even. So even before the virus, right? Everything was all good. The economy's rocking and rolling. You got Vegas, hopefully, is jam-packed. These guys, you need a lot of people to make money. So don't believe this. The casinos the casinos need to be 100% for these guys to kick ass. And if it's 50%, if it's 75%, it's not going to work. And they're going to owe some money, right? You need everything. You need them to drink and you need that whole atmosphere of the shows and to get people there so they could stay in the hotels and the hotels can take your money. But it doesn't work halfway, Theaters are not going to work if it's not full to capacity. Disney, kind of, the music, I'm going to say not necessarily Disney, but Disney, Six Flags, Cedar Fairs, it's not going to work unless them parks is full. A half full park, they're not going to make it. So they need everybody there. So the news over the weekend, I think Disney Park was almost at max, which was kind of like, at least that's the news I heard. So Disney popped. They had a really good weekend. Still up today. Disney's getting ready to approach an all-time high. So you got sports, you got NFL getting ready to start. Basketball's going all right. There's no crowds in there, but parks are open and filling up. So, I still think the stock price is a little optimistic, but Disney's been catching a bid. But those casinos, man, you need people in there. You need it to be full. So I think those stocks truly only really come back when that vaccine is out. That's a true vaccine play. Just think of the crap tables. Let me tell you, craps is fun when you have a lot. That's my game. When you have a lot of people. It's not fun when it's just me and somebody standing over there. It's whack, so nobody's going to play. It just works with a lot of people, in my opinion. Those are my opinions, man. Casinos don't go into what? Shoot. All right, I'm not good with balance sheets. But we could pull up your MGM. And we could see your debt to equity 1.57. They got they got a lot of debt there. So, yeah, it's more than what I believe that works as it's half of the net worth. It basically, that number needs to be under 1, So it's got a lot of debt there. So yeah, be careful, man. Be careful. They do have debt. That's stuff that those buildings are expensive. The payroll is expensive. Everything. They comp rooms, all that stuff is expensive. Sports pick up the MGM. Sports pick up, then MGM blows up. Casino banks from casinos bank from sports betting. Casinos don't go into that. They bank from sports betting. And a lot of, I mean, it's not just sports. I mean, shoot. Dow's doing pretty good. Pretty good. But my stocks are not bright green. I'm so pissed. These are mine. I needed to be in here. I needed to be here. I needed to be basically everywhere else. And I picked these two garbage stocks. But they've been making me, especially Facebook made me a nice little grip. So I guess I can't complain. I guess I lost, I don't know. It says I only got 8,600 left. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So Kenny, appreciate you being here, man. Nice chatting. Nice chatting with you. But hey, man, I'm just giving you my opinion on stuff. And your opinion is just as good as my opinion. Right, I believe my opinion, you believe your opinion, but it's just another opinion, you know. So, Chopper disappeared on me. I guess I didn't answer him real quick. And of course, my babe, her phone's about to die. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully, let's see if we can string another one of these days together. So far, it looks good. It looks good so far. Right, the VIX is starting to rise, but I don't know. This could be that mid-afternoon thing. We got to see what tomorrow brings. If we can get 2 days in a row, I think then we might be kind of talking where we might be able to make some progress to not necessarily go higher and just kind of just stop the free falling and sideways and do some credit spreads again and all that. So. That's what I'm looking forward to. All right, so I'll go ahead and talk to y'all later. Thank you, Kenny, for joining. Don't forget to go to YouTube and like the video. I mean, subscribe over there. Dre Trades 2. That's I. 2 is like 2 I's, capital I's. And then, because you'll see Dre Trades 1. I got Dre Trades and Dre Trades 2. Subscribe to both of them. Yeah, and that's it. Chopper's already subscribed. All right, so I'll talk to y'all later. This is Dre. And you can hit me up on Twitter, too, at Dre Trades. On Twitter and Instagram, Dre Trades. And right here, hit me up in the comments. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later.